Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, there are times I have wished that there were no markers. There are times I wish there was no distinction between days. I don't know if I'm by myself, but there have been times when I wish there were no difference between September and October. I wished that sometimes there was no signature date, December 31st, signaling the last day of a year, preparing for a new year. And the reason is sometimes out of fear of not having enough time to reach certain goals, not having enough time to complete certain tasks. Every year, at the end of the year, I seem to get a little flustered, a little frustrated, a little agitated, because I realize because of this marker put here, I feel like I'm losing and running out of time. And things that I thought I would accomplish and things I wanted to finish, the clock starts ticking seemingly faster. Y'all know what I'm talking about? As soon as fall sets in, it seems like the days just speed up. We have that thing called daylight. What is it? Seem like the nights get longer and the days get shorter. And you feel like you're running out of time. Here it is, December or November, you're celebrating Thanksgiving with your family, and all of a sudden things start rushing. Before you know it, Christmas is on you. And it's sometimes difficult to enjoy all of that when there's some things you wanted to do earlier in the year. Maybe I ain't talking to the right people. That now you feel pressed because it don't seem like you're going to complete it in this year. I have wished at times that there was no difference between 2013, 2014, and 2015. There have been times I wish that there was no difference between 2000 and 1999 because I wanted to get some things accomplished. When you hear and feel the threat of folk closing out their books for the year, feel the threat of unaccomplished goals, feel the pressure of uncompleted tasks, it causes frustration and sometimes consternation to think that here you go again with another incomplete in your year. But this is not the case for me this year. When I look back in review of this year, there's some stuff that has gone on in the world. There are some things that have happened on the international scene. ISIS beheading people. Are y'all gonna say anything? Planes becoming missing in the sky. Over 300, almost 300 young Nigerian girls being taken captive. Y'all gonna say anything? Unarmed black young men. Y'all didn't think I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. Gunned down by policemen. Eric Garner being choked out. Y'all gonna say anything? Little 12-year-old boy with a BB gun being shot down. And the list goes on and on because those are the highlighted things, but there's some things that are happening in our communities. We still killing one another. It don't make CNN, it don't make WLTX, but nonetheless, it is still happening in our own communities. There are some things that happened this year that this is not the year for me, my brothers and sisters, to tell you that I wish there were no markers. But as I stand here tonight, I thank God for the benefit of time. Thank God for the marker that time gives. I'm thankful for the benefits of closure. Woo! I want to thank him that God knows how to bring closure to some things. It's an uncomfortable feeling. It's an uncomfortable place to be in where stuff is just open and all left out willy-nilly. Anybody want to talk to me? It's uncomfortable. You can't settle down when stuff has not been closed. When you got situations that you haven't dealt with and you have come to no resolution. I don't care what the calendar date is. When there are unresolved issues going on in your life, it's hard to dance. It's hard to celebrate. But there is something very peaceful about closure. Lord, I wish I had somebody. There is something very calming about closure. All you college students know what I'm talking about. There is something that causes you just to breathe a sigh of relief when you hit that send button after writing that paper. I wish I could talk to somebody. There is something very wonderful that comes over you when you know, Professor, take that. You like me, you do the book and you just close it real hard. Shut the computer down, don't want to see nothing. End of this semester, I told somebody, one of my classmates said, man, what are you going to be doing over the holiday? I said, I promise you one thing, I ain't going to be reading. Lord, I don't need you to talk to me in my sleep. I don't even want to read the Bible. Y'all too deep for that. Just tired of reading. Don't worry, we're going to read. I've been reading, trust me. But there is something that is rewarding about closure. And when there is no closure to stuff, it leaves the pain lingering. It causes the fear to continue. But I'm grateful as I stand here on December 31st, about 11:50. What is it? 11:53. I got to hurry up and close this now. I got to bring this to an end because I want this to be the last message in 2014. And as I stand here, I want to thank God for an ending. Because you've been through some stuff this year that if the devil had his way, you would have been destroyed by now. And I know you've heard encouraging words. God's going to come through. God's going to make it all right. And of course, joy will come in the morning. But I want to encourage you to know that tonight is a signal, as it was to those slaves all of those years ago after Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. It was 1863 at December 31st that the slaves, this is where we get watch night, it ain't in the Bible, y'all, that the slaves said we're going to watch the dawning of a new day in our lives. We go to bed early every other day, but tonight we're going to watch the clock turn from one day to another. Because when the clock strikes 12 this night, things that were open, the issue that was going on has come to an end. Whatever was is no more. And so they sat around and began to dance. They sat around and somebody said, it's midnight. Watchmen, what of the night? What do you see at midnight? Well, I stand here as your watchman to tell you that in a matter of moments, you are about to embark on closure. Lord, I wish you are about to embark on closure. And there's some stuff ain't worth trying to go back and fix. There's some people ain't worth your time. I wish I could talk to the right folk. There's some situations ain't worth you trying to go back Just understand that tonight is a gift from God. And it's the gift of closure. Don't think I'm going to call you next week, because it's over now. Whatever hasn't been fixed, we just going to leave it. I need you to push on your neighbor and tell them, leave it. Need you to tell somebody else, just leave it. Just leave it. I tell it, just leave it. Leave it in 2014, because better is the end of the thing than the beginning. Yeah, my brothers and sisters.